Two loves I have of comfort and despair, which like two spirits do suggest me still. The better angel is a man right fair, the worse a spirit a woman colored hill. To win me soon hail my female. To win me soon hail. To win me soon hail my female evil tempter. To win me soon to hail my female evil tempters my better angel from my side, and would corrupt my saint to be a devil, when his purity was held for pride. And whether that my angel be ten thin, suspect I may, but not directly tell. But being both from me, both to each friend, I guess one angel in another's hell. Yet this shall I ne'er know, but living doubt, till my bad angel find my good one out. Sonnets 145. Sonnets 145. Two loves I have. Love as a careful. Sonnets 145. Lost lips that love's own hand did make, breathed forth that sound I hate. To me that languished for her sake, but when she saw my woeful state, stretched in her heart did mercy come, treading that tongue that ever sweet was used in giving gentle doom. A tautish lass anew to greet I hate she altered with an end, that followed each as gentle death does follow night, who like a fiend from heaven to hell is flown away. I hate from hate away she threw, and saved my life, say not you. Sonnets 146. Poor soul, the centre of my sinful earth, this rebel pulse array. Why dost thou pine within and suffer thus, painting thy outward walls so costly gay? Why so large cost, having so short a lease, dost thou upon thy fading mansion spend? Shall once inheritance of this excesses eat up thy charge? Is this thy body's end? Then so live thou upon thy servant's loss, and let that pine to aggravate thy soul, by tense divines installing hours of dross. Within be fed, without be rich no more. So shalt thou feed on death that feeds some men, and death once dead, there's no more dying then. Sonnets 147. My love is as a fever, longing still, for that which longer nurses the disease, feeding on that which does preserve the ill, the uncertain sickly appetite to please. My reason of accession to my love, angry that his prescriptions are not kept, has left me, that I discourage now approve, desirous death, which visit it did accept. Past cure I am, now reason is past care, and a frantic man with ever more unrest. My thoughts and my discourse as amendments are, as random from the truth vainly expressed. For I have sworn thee fair, more perjured I, to swear against the truth, so foul a lie. Sonnets so foul a lie. To swear against the truth, more perjured I. Sonnets 147. My love is as a fever, longing still, for that which longer nurses the disease, feeding on that which does preserve the ill, the uncertain sickly appetite to please. My reason of accession to my love, angry that his prescriptions are not kept, that I disgrace now approve, desirous death, which visit did accept, past cure I am. Now reason is past care, and a frantic man with evermore my thoughts, and my thoughts, as amendments are, as random from the truth vainly expressed, for I have sworn thee fair, more perjured I. Unthoughty bright. Sonnets 147. Sonnets 147. My love is as a fever, longing still for that which longer nurses the disease, feeding on that which does preserve the ill, the uncertain sickly appetite to please. My reason of accession to my love, angry that his prescriptions are not kept, has left me, that I discourage now approve, desire is death, which visit did accept. Past cure I am, now reason is past care. A frantic man with ever more unrest, my thoughts as amendments are, as random from the 提示一下那么难吗？
My thought and my discourse.
My thoughts and my discourse as amendments are, as random from the truth At random from the truth vainly expressed, for I have sworn thee fair, more perjured I, to swear against the truth. Unassaultedly bright, who art as black as hell, as dark as night. Sentence 148. O me, what eyes has love put in my head, which have no correspondence with true sight? Or if they have, where is my judgment fled, that censures falsely what they see aright? If that be fair or wrong, my false eyes doubt, what means the word to say it is not so? If it be not, then love does well denote. Love's eye is not so true as all men know. How can it all, how can love's eye be true, that is so vexed with tears? No marvel then, though I must deck my view. The sign itself sees not till heaven clears. O cunning love, with tears thou keepest me blind, lest eyes will sing, thy foul faults should find. Sentence 149. Canst thou, O cruel, say I love thee not, when I against myself with thee partake? Do I not think on thee when I forgot when of myself, O tyrant, for thy sake? Who hatest thee that I do call my friend? O who frownest thou that I do fawn upon? Nay, if thou lost on me, do I not spend revenge upon myself with present more? What merit do I in myself respect, that is so proud, thy service to despise, when all my best does worship thy defect, commanded by the motion of thine eyes, but love headstrong. For now I know thy mind, those that can see thou lovest, and I am blind. Sentence 150. Oh, from what power hast thou this powerful might, with insufficiency my heart to sway, to make me give the light to my true sight, and a square that brightness does not grace the day? Whence hast thou this becoming of things ill, that in the very refuse of thy deeds there is such strength and warring ties of skill, that in my mind thy words always exceeds? Who taught thee how to make me love thee more? The more I hear and see just cause of hate. O Lord, I love what others do abhor. With others thou shouldst not abhor my state. If thy unworthiness raised loving me, more worthy I to be the beloved of thee. Sentence 151. Love is too young to know what conscience is, yet who knows not conscience is born of love. Let gentle tutor urge not my amiss, let the guilty of my sweet self prove. For thou betray me, I do betray my nobler part to my gross body's treason. My soul does tell my body that he may triumph in love. Flesh stays no farther reason, but rising at thine name, does point out thee that he is triumphant pride. Proud of this pride, he is contented thy poor judge to be, to stand in thy word. For by thy side, know what of conscience. Hold it that I call her love, for whose dear love I rise and fall. Sentence 152. In loving thee, thou knowest I am forsworn, but thou art twice forsworn to me, love swearing. In act, thy bed vow broke and new faith torn, vowing new hate after new love bearing. But why of two oaths breach do I accuse thee? When I break 20, I am perjured most. For all my vows are oaths but to muse thee, and all my honest faith in thee is lost. For I have sworn deep oaths of thy deep kindness, oaths of thy love, thy truth, thy constancy, and to enlighten thee give eyes to blindness, or made them swear against the thing they see. For I have sworn thee fair, more perjured I, to swear against the truth, so foul a lie. Sentence 153. Cupid lay back in spring and fell asleep, a maid of dance is advantage found, and his love kindling fire did quickly steep and caught the valley fountain of that ground, which borrowed from this fire of love a deathless lively heat still to endure, and grew a sealing base which yet may prove against strange maladies a sovereign cure. But at my mistress' eye, love sprang a new fire. The boy for child needs would touch my breast. I seek withal the help of buzz desired. The cedar had a sad distemper gas, but found no cure the buzz for my help lies. Well, Cupid got new fire my mistress' eyes. Sentence 154. The little lifeguard lying once asleep, led by his side his heart in flaming brand, whilst my poor lips, which should not have a strip at would spottness, by thee blushing stand, to be so tickled that would change state. Sentence 154. Cupid. The little lifeguard lying once asleep, led by his side his heart in flaming brand, whilst many nymphs that vowed chaste life to keep contributing by, but in her maiden head the fairest votary took up that fire, which many legions of true hearts had warmed, and saw the general of hot desire was sleeping by a virgin hand disarmed. This splendor she quenched in a cruel while by, which from love's fire took it perpetual, growing a best and a healthful remedy for many diseased. But I, my mistress, through can therefore cure, and this by that I prove. Love's fire is water, water cross not love. Now I finished.